There are things I need of you, things you may not understand and may not wish to do, but please do not make the same mistakes I did. My father, Howard, deserted me before I was born. I could claim the loss of my mother, and the letter I received after her funeral blinded me to what I had to do. It would be a lie. Human nature sealed my downfall. My name is Philip. If we are lucky, then by the time you receive this, I will be dead. If fate frowns, we all perish. Oh, man. Okay, so I am back. I want to start a Frictional Games marathon where I play through every Frictional Games title. Let's start with the first Penumbra Overture. I'm actually having a hard time hearing my voice over the music, even though you guys should hear it just fine. If you don't know Frictional Games is a legendary horror game company, studio. They're responsible for the Amnesia games, the Penumbra games, Soma. I'm sure there's more, but I've already played through a lot of them, but I kind of want to replay them and see how much I remember. I've played through Penumbra Overture. I played through part of Black Plague, but I haven't touched Requiem or any of the spin-offs or anything. The Amnesia games, I'll touch on them whenever we get there. But yeah, this is Penumbra Overture. Let's start new game. And my story began in February, year 2000.
For my part in this allegory, I'm not going to make the same mistakes my father made. Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it, so when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard from him.
I've only played through
But
this
he was
game
dead.
once.
Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolution, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of.
Mayfair?
In that bank was a safety deposit box in his name, and myself as executor.
London.
Of course, I went, as he knew I would. I discovered that despite the evidence, he'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago, and so the old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the law, been mine all this time. My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me. The university I taught at was world renowned for two things: physics and linguistics. I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland. It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever take. As I watched civilization disappear along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day, and I considered in turn what it was that I was leaving behind. We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away on a chartered boat, beginning the 12-hour journey that would lead me into my past.
I do like the connection to humanity. Like, it's only human. Well, here we are. Finally, we're almost docked. Jake Daniels. They're definitely making fun of Jack Daniels. Okay, that kind of didn't expect that. Oh, what did it say? I'm certain this map's a good decade or so out of date, but landmarks don't change much in Greenland. Okay, so I've got a pretty decent idea of where I'm heading. What if I didn't grab the notebook? I wonder if there's some kind of scripting that would prevent me from... These are definitely... They're making fun. Uncle... something squid suit. Okay. I kind of don't want to fuck around too much, because I know what I'm supposed to... I kind of know what I'm supposed to do. I just need to get stuff. I really don't know why. Okay, I really don't know why you still only have one bed on board. Taking shifts because of it is no way to get your rest. But what does a fisherman's wife know about life at sea? I'd be praying every night. I've washed those overalls of yours. Those overalls of yours. Better make sure they're washed. You don't like stinky. You'll get them covered in assorted fish parts in no time for sure. Dude, working with fish sucks. Anything. What's the Henriksons in the village asked me any trout. I don't say anything. Stow them well in the ice, and I'll do something special with them and celebrate you when they come home. The ship's captain deserves a little special treatment once in a while. Take care, my love. Why am I reading that? It's not even to me. I don't have anybody in my life. I don't have a love. I'm just Philip. With nothing. Hopefully there's an emergency glow stick. In a locker? Isn't there like a code or something? And I keep fully mines in my inventory. My trusty old padlock. Just in case somebody tried to steal my glow stick and my batteries. Don't the batteries automatically load themselves to the flashlight? And ho! It's either that or we've locked into the ice. Pretty odorous. Glad I'm getting out of here soon. They must eat and sleep, and while they do everything else in this one room for weeks at a time. Like pee and poop. As I stepped off the boat, studying into the blizzard that had formed around me, I realized how utterly devoted I've been to the discovery of my father's past. I had no idea what to expect. Soon enough, my concerns were justified. I don't know whether I lost my orientation or my spirit first, but I lost the feeling in the extremities soon after, and no hypothermia was setting in. I started looking for shelter. That's a mouthful to just say, I'm cold. Let's go and... So cold, don't know where I am. Need shelter soon. Just in case you didn't read the... Jesus Christ. Also, this game came out in 2007, so that's why the graphics are a little... Even though these graphics really aren't that bad for 2007. Just kind of wrote something down. To-do list. Can't get in! Ice is too thick! So am I. What do I do with myself when I'm too thick? If I remember, though... Yeah, I remember. A rock! Yay! Yay. A rock! It's not a boulder. It's a rock! Okay. There we go. There we go. Oh, good old-fashioned Frictional Games. Wheel turns. I turned my sensitivity up. This is the highest it can go, by the way. Which I usually like to play horror games with high sensitivity. I don't remember us falling. Did we fall first? I don't know what you're trying to tell me. Oh, good thing I didn't fucking fall harder. Jesus. My head. I can't believe it. I fell this far and survived. Damn, that is pretty far, actually. There's a lot of on-screen dialogue. I don't want to read all of it. Also, in this game, if you crouch, your eyes will adjust to the dark. Yeah. So it's like, you don't even need lights, really. Even though I think the glow stick is infinite. I could be wrong, though. But I didn't even use the glow stick till, like, the last dark corner I had to walk through before getting to the end of the game. A hammer. Also, I played most of the game without realizing that you can put the hammer right there. So if you press 1, boom, it comes out. By the way, I think the atmosphere in these games is magnificent. I think the music is absolutely stellar. A metal shelf. Oh, it's slowly falling apart. Let's catalyze this process, shall we? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? I don't remember. Okay, clearly isn't. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's been some time. Okay. Also, what I don't like about this, one of the many things, is you can't grab anything when you have the hammer out. And there's times where I got stuck because I couldn't grab the door. So like, say you wanted to open this door, if the hammer's out, you can't do it. Okay. Someone obviously wanted to keep people out or in. Well, if those people had hammers and they couldn't get through. If it was locked like that. So am I looking, what am I looking for again? A little thing to turn to get through, right? Anyway, what I was gonna say was I sure hope I am right that the glow stick is like infinite, because I'm gonna be using it a lot. I didn't really use it in this game long enough to find out if it could ever run out. I don't think it can, but I could be wrong. Did it literally just... Where did I go before? I need to go up. God damn. I don't think I was this confused the first time I played this. Whatever, I'm just gonna go here. Well, I'm already stuck. Did I ever figure out what the... It's fucking glowing. Ah. Okay. Whatever I was ascending into, it was 100 feet below the ground, protected by 2 solid metal hatches located in a remote Arctic wilderness and buried beneath the snow. I didn't know what to expect, but it made me feel something I hadn't felt since I was a child. I can read the rest. I've jotted down a note just in case. Ooh, what did I jot down? Entrance of the cave has caved in. There must be another way in. Oh, yeah. It's stuck. I'm trapped. I need to get out. Oh, yeah. There's a Dougie. This barrel is my weapon. If I could. It's time to go exploring. You know, honestly, I think I can just kill the dog. No. I'm gonna be completely honest. I can just kill the dog. Because that's what I did. I killed all the dogs. The other playthrough I had. Ooh. A man, an old man, clutching something unseen. He is strange, and yet he is no stranger. Never seen before. Still I know this man before me is Howard. I call him Father. Well, didn't he say his father? Whatever. I don't know. Erg! What the hell? What just happened? I don't know if that was such a good idea. Oh, it was a great idea. Don't you worry, Philip. Oh. Chair. 15th August, 1945. Another unremarkable week in Greenland. Regular supply shipment received. Due to increased snowfall, 1 wounded. Wounded figures are no cause for concern back in London. The Germans haven't extended their front line by 4,000 miles. Oh, 1945. Dynamite for excavation purposes. 7 bayonets, not necessary in my opinion, but procedure states we should have a full complement. 1 industrial ice pick for moving damn ice that forms on the external hatch. 1 pair of reading glasses. Yeah. Alright. That was the officer log. Backstrin. Yeah, I remember this. Love walking through this shit. The bus is the bottom of death mine. Researchers at the University of Copenhagen have suggested that the mine, altering chemicals naturally sown into the rock, may be the cause of high suicide rates at a Greenland mine. I love reading about this being, what, in a place like a mine in Greenland? Or, yeah, it is a mine. They're talking about excavation and stuff. Oh, this music is magnificent. Mikko Tarmia? Is how you say his name? He works with Frictional Games a lot. And he is wonderful at composing horror game soundtracks. Which I think this was his first run at horror games. Either way, he did really good. Beef jerky. Jerky? You're kidnapping me. Got a flare. Rotting wooden shelves. Must be added moisture. Must be the added moisture from the grate. This whole room is putrefying. Putrefying. Locked. If only I had a key, huh? I think I was looking for a key for so long and it was just in my inventory. Big Book of Explosives, 1923 edition. Backstrin. The black match fuse. I need to find a string, black gunpowder, and I have the backstrin. I remember this. More beef jerky. I love Frictional Games physics. Painkillers, which are your source of healing in this. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Fuck! I need to hide. Not if I have a hammer. Can I... Did I hit him? I fucking hit him, I think. Can I kill him? Come here, you son of a bitch. I've never actually killed him with a hammer. I've always used the pickaxe. Oh man, the fighting physics in this game is so crazy. Or fighting mechanics. Excuse me. Don't get up! The dogs look like my crooked canine emblem. I don't know if the dog comes back, actually. I've never killed the dog this early in the game. Well, now I can walk around with glow stick. Okay. I know the music that plays whenever the dog is lurking nearby. So much of this was trying to avoid the dog, too. Right, I gotta... How do I get this open again? I don't remember. Must probably get to the storage room. I think I'll blow it open with like an explosive barrel or something. Oh, I can't grab the lantern. I know I can use a flashlight, but the flashlight's kind of a resource. Sure. Does that mean there's someone still inside? I can hear chattering. Thank God. Maybe I can get some answers. Stop. That doesn't sound like a human. That's all I gotta say. Meow, meow. I'm gonna close this door. There's a draft coming from the base. Yeah, right. I got stuck here for so long. You literally just... I don't even think... Oh, I guess you have to remove. What the There's that. Got some painkillers. And that. Oh, yeah, by the way, these things, which are also in Amnesia, these are things you use to save. I didn't know that. Oh, what the hell? What just happened? I don't know if that was such a good idea. You said that last time. UI. I'm an idiot. See? Like, I wouldn't have known to do that if... The pretty blunt saw. That's very perceptive of you. Probably should just be down here. Just in case there's any enemies. I don't remember, actually. God damn. Why did that scare me? Oh. The spiders. Christ, was that a spider? I don't like spiders. Let's follow it. A horrible sight. Luckily it's mummified or else the smell would have been awful. Again! Like, what the fuck? Oh, there's a... That was a dog. The spiders are awful enemies in this game, by the way. Day 1. I begin this record still in the hope that, great value. My aim is to remain secure until what help there may be arrives, and to that end I have barricaded myself into a small workshop area in the abandoned part of the mine. I hope that meager food rations here will keep me alive, and that those I hide from will not jeopardize that. Perhaps this mine really is cursed. It's almost precisely 30 years since the incident that brought us here, and now 30 years on, fate has struck us again. That... Yeah, it's a weird way with words. Dry, dusty old bags. Are those just old bags? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, the steam in this game is a son of a bitch. Claustrophobia. Okay, this will mark that I've already... I can't climb over a ladder, apparently. I feel the pitter of tiny footsteps all around me. Okay, so this is where I just was. So, I'm going to throw this over here. By the way, the atmosphere is magnificent. Like, this ambience is so good. Hopefully I don't fuck this up. Okay, I made it through. My earlier assumptions on the benign nature of my cellmates may have been made in error. After a careful autopsy, I'm concerned that there may be a small volume of natural chemicals stored in the stomach, which, if ingested regularly over a period of time, may become psychotropic and even lethal. My only real chance is to break out of here and raid any stashes or supplies I can find. I don't think I read this first time. However, the evidence against such a move is insurmountable. I have no source of light. I swore to myself I wouldn't leave until I heard human voices outside. The spiders are so tasty. So this man's eating the spiders. If it weren't for these pieces, it is what it shows. That's not good. That is not good. Finally, this must be all that's left of the basement storage. That lock looks rather worse for wear. Ah! You can bang on the thing. I can get pretty close. It'll be fine. There we are. I did not know you. I could turn the steam off. Damn. You learned something new. These chests might be quite common. I mean, yeah, I've opened a couple of them so far, and they've had some good goodies inside. Good goodies. Why did I come back here? Why did I come back here? Am I just looking around? Did that turn off the steam? Hopefully that turned off the steam. Right. Hey, buddy, let's come over here and have a conversation. You definitely don't sound threatening. That, or someone must have fucked you up. Sorry. I think I literally stacked boxes or barrels the last time I was here. I've stacked so much shit in this game. Yeah, I'd say a lot of blood. Hey, both these doors are open. Beef jerky! That I definitely can't eat. What do we have here? Can I go back here? You know what? I'm gonna grab what I need in here first. Okay, that's what music is over. We're back to the ambience. Okay. Old key. Day 200. Yeah. Their behavior became overtly aggressive, and so I have attempted to barricade the main entrance to their lair. There's a lot of reading in this game. There's a lot of reading in this game. Is that a fucking tongue? Maybe an animal tongue? Either way, like, that's fucking creepy. Spider. The Speeidor. Yeah, the largest I've ever seen with its gut carved open. Very perceptive again. All that's in here. I got an old key. That's what I got. I bet that's for the, that one place. Yeah. But I am going to end it right here because I only have so much memory. I hope that's saved. I may never get used to that. Yeah, I'm here with you too, Philip. Anyway, well, I'll see you in part 2.